Hello everyone, I hope you're doing really well. Last time I did a daily thought, I did it on super forecasting. This idea that we can collate information and data from things that are happening politically on the other side of the world, things that are happening meteorologically, and we can make certain predictions about the future. That's how weather forecasters know that it's going to be a really beautiful day today. They get information sent to them from uh, airlines that are flying across the Atlantic. They get information from weather stations all across the world, and they piece all of those things together, and they can say that there's going to be a cloud over Corby Way, but it's going to be fine in Kettering at the moment. But the super forecasters can't identify what shape that cloud is going to be. Is it going to look like a giraffe today? Is it going to look like King Henry VIII's face? They can't go into that much detail, can they? And that's because each water atom reacts slightly differently every time it hits another water atom. And that's what gives the clouds its shape, but they can't collate that level of information. French mathematician and astronomer Pierre Laplace said this: "We may regard the present state of the universe as the effect of its past and the cause of its future. An intellect which at a certain moment would know all forces that set nature in motion and all positions of all items of which nature is composed. If this intellect were also vast enough to submit these data to analysis, it would embrace in a single formula the movements of the greatest bodies of the universe and those of the tiniest atom. For such an intellect, nothing would be uncertain, and the future, just like the past, would be present before its eyes." So if there was someone out there that knew exactly how each water atom was going to relate to one another, then we would know whether we're going to have a giraffe-shaped cloud today or not. If we had an intellect that knew when a butterfly was going to flap its wings on one side of the earth, then we would know that there's going to be a tornado on the other side of the earth. That's the butterfly effect, slightly different. But if there was an intellect that knew all of those things and could collate it all together, then there would be an intellect that could see the future, know the past, and know exactly what's going to happen. Does that sound familiar to us, brothers and sisters? Does that sound like someone that we know? I think it does. That's God, isn't it? We serve a God who knows exactly how planets on the other side of the solar system are going to move through space and spin. And we also have a God that knows exactly where the hairs are on our head. He even knows where the hairs are on my head, and that has long eluded me. Now that God that knows exactly how the planets are going to spin and knows exactly where the hairs are on my head knows exactly what's going to happen because he is capable to collate all of that information because God is all powerful. Isn't that amazing? Now for a lot of us, we will already know that God is all powerful, all knowing, all seeing, and therefore he knows all the things that are going to happen, even down to the smallest little thing like the hair on my head, which hairs on my head, I believe in science, are the smallest possible thing that is in existence. But for those of us that don't know that, what I want you to know is that the one who knows all things, the planet spinning on the other side of the other side of the solar system, to the rate at which your beard is going to grow, he loves you. And he wants you to be in relationship with him. He desperately wants you to be in relationship with him. And that's why he sent his son to die on the cross for you, so that you could be in a perfect relationship with him again, so that you can call him Father and he can call you his child. Now, if that is something that you're interested in thinking a bit more about, please speak to someone at St Botolph's Church. They would be more than happy to talk to you about that. We would love to talk to you about it. That God, the creator of all things, wants to know you on a really personal level. And he already knows your innermost thoughts. He knows you better than you know yourself. And he is desperate for you to give your life to him. As I say, please speak to someone at St Botolph's Church if that's something that you want to explore more. God bless you and God keep you.